In addition to that,
what idea you getting for the story? Yes, I think the story can be about a cycle. Motorcycle, okay, yes. Girl is riding. Girl is riding, okay, yes. What else? Yes. I think the girl is standing. I think the girl is standing. Right. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Just keep this in your mind, and at the end of the story, we will see what is matching with the real story or not. Okay. The story name is Strange Fright. Okay. And the story writer is Yamini Vijayan and was stated by Somesh Kumar. So let's start the story. Yes, ma'am. Okay, very good. So Champa loves singing more than anything else in this whole wide world. She sings in the bathroom while taking the mug and on the roof. She sings to the hills and to the moon. She sings like a lion. Yes. And like a bee. She sings through rain and through heat. When Champa sings, she is filled with the most marvelous feeling in this whole world. Okay, that's good. Monday. When Champa sings, Basan's eyes light up. I have an amazing idea. He says, Basant is Champa's best friend. Okay, who is your best friend? Who is your best friend? Arushi. Oh my God, who is your best friend? And my best friend is Priyanka. Okay, Basant is Champa's best friend. He's always busting with ideas. Someone
Alright, so there you have it. Those live visuals coming in from this Delhi government school in South Delhi, where you can see the class is on and the topic is into treasure of books, and you can see a teacher, of course, reading out a story to the children, and the special guest of honor being FLOTUS, or the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump. This, of course, as we mentioned, is also part of her people-to-people contact. Let's go back to my colleague Shobhit, who's joining us on the phone line, bringing us all those details. Shobhit, these are some very heartwarming visuals of the First Lady coming in from the school. Certainly a massive contribution coming in from Melania Trump during this India visit, and as Dr. Sidhu was also pointing out, that this is very much in tune with the First Lady's visiting India.
Hold. Please stay on the line.
All right, we are trying to reconnect with Shobhit at the moment. And it was just a while ago that Melania Trump reached the school in South Delhi shortly around noon, and she's expected to spend some time with the children over here. And this is also part of the program where students are taught various activities, including meditation, street plays, basic obedience, aimed at reducing anxiety and stress levels among children. As you can see, it was just a short while ago that the First Lady arrived in this Delhi school, where she was warmly welcomed by children to loud cheers and music. And now, as you can see, she's attending a storytelling session with one of the teachers in the school. It was also earlier that the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal tweeted about the First Lady's visit to the school. He said, FLOTUS will attend happiness class in our school today. Great day for our teachers, students and Delhiites. For centuries, India has taught spirituality to the world. I'm happy that she will take back the message of happiness from our school. Important to also talk about how this is part of almost converges with the initiative taken by the US First Lady of Be Best, which is an anti-bullying campaign. Let's get in some more details from my colleague Shobhit Mittal, who's joining me on the phone line this hour. Shobhit, it's over to you.
Absolutely. Melania Trump, the First Lady, is here at the Sarvodaya Vidyalaya government school. This is in Delhi. The focus very much of Melania Trump's visit is on the wellness program that is being run by Delhi public schools. Now, the wellness program is a very unique program that has been recently introduced in schools. The wellness program essentially is a period or a lecture in the class which involves around issues like meditation, a question-answer session, or street plays. So essentially, the idea behind this wellness program that the First Lady is attending is to create the overall development of a child, to reduce the stress levels among school-going children, and to create their overall development, improve their interaction among their peers, and hence it is also has become a very crucial part of the Delhi school curriculum. So Melania Trump is attending one such wellness class. She's interacting with students here and the teachers here, focusing on this unique program that has been launched by the Delhi public schools. Now, there was also a little bit of politics behind it because the Delhi Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister are not part of this. However, the US Embassy had said that the focus very much of this visit by Melania Trump to the school, the focus very much remains on children, the focus very much remains on education.
Very rightly mentioned.
The First Lady has been very involved as far as the development of children is concerned.
Right.
Mrs. Trump had recently launched the Be the Best campaign as well. Now, that is an awareness campaign focused entirely around the well-being of children. So she has been hands-on involved in programs that focus on the overall well-being of children. The Be Best campaign has three main pillars which represent key areas of concern for Mrs. Trump. The first pillar being which includes social and emotional health of the children. So even they are school-going children, their social and emotional growth is essential for children who are especially between standards 1st and standards 8 school-going children. The second pillar of the Be Best campaign launched by Mrs. Trump is understanding both the positive and negative effects that social media has on children. The children growing these days are not isolated from social media. Right from very young age, even school-going children are very active on social media. The parents are very active on social media. So what impact does social media have on school-going children? That is the focus of the Be Best campaign, and mostly on how to reduce the negative effects and how to have a positive impact on children as far as social media is concerned.
Shobhit, I can't help but ask that, what is the security situation at the moment in Delhi? Because, we all know that parts of Delhi, especially northeast Delhi, witnessed violence yesterday. And how fortified have been the roads that led to the school as far as the First Lady's visit is concerned?
There's massive security arrangements, of course, like you would expect always for any head of state or member of their family when they're visiting India. There's massive amount of security arrangements. So there's a security ring inside the school, there's a security ring outside the school, and there's a security ring in the entire colony as well. There have been barricades placed, there have been commandos and police in both khaki and civilian dresses. Special commandos are all placed here. There are adequate security arrangements. Of course, yes, some parts of Delhi saw violence yesterday, but leaders across party lines have made an appeal that protesters, no matter what stand or which side they support, the protest should never get violent. So that appeal has been made, and despite even if there was no protest even if there was no violence, security arrangements would have been made in any case for the First Lady's visit to this senior secondary school over here in Delhi. And while she's here, once again, like I mentioned, the focus very much is on education, is on very much on the growth of children and how to improve their lives even in their school days.
Absolutely. Shobhit, also not to forget that as we earlier also spoke about the fact that the First Lady has gone on to almost epitomize the people-to-people contact between India and the United States, and that she's also already a part of the public awareness campaign that is Be Best, focusing on the well-being of the youth, advocating against cyberbullying and drug use. Now, that is something that India can also, learn a lesson from, not to discount the fact that India and the United States will also be signing an MOU based on mental health.
You're absolutely right. Mental health is one area that not only India but every country in the world needs to focus on as far as children are concerned, because like the Be Best campaign also mentions of the First Lady Melania Trump, the children these days are very much involved as far as social media is also concerned. So they have a lot of impact. Social media has a lot of impact on children growing up, which was not the case probably even as far as 15 or 20 years back. So a lot of focus needs to be given to the growth of children now, their development even in school days, because earlier students may have been insulated or isolated from social media when they were in school or in that age. Now that's not the case. So their new challenges are arising, and the society needs to realize that what impact social media and what impact peer pressure is having on children.
Absolutely.
In India especially, you know, we have a huge amount of population or children who are school going or just passed out of school. India has a huge young population, so it becomes even more important for India to develop specific programs that focus on mental growth and mental development of a child or a student. And it really helps if global leaders like the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, coming to India and especially taking part in the wellness program. Now that defines the significance that she also puts on the wellness program, that she recognizes the importance of the wellness program, and it certainly creates an awareness among the people who are watching our broadcast that when Melania Trump has gone and she's attending the wellness program, then what is it? So it certainly creates awareness. It certainly needs more people to come out and talk about this. And children in school-going age group certainly need all the help that they can get to help their overall growth. And with society developing, with society changing, new challenges emerge which may not have been there earlier. And certainly focus needs to be on mental health and improvement. Like I was mentioning, Melania Trump, children and their focus and their involvement. She's attending schools in various countries whenever she's been part of official delegations. And she's made multiple visits to schools, both foreign and domestic in the United States, from participating in Viking huddle classes, which focuses on emotional learning at the Orchard Lake Middle School in Michigan, to taking the Queen of Jordan to Washington D.C.'s first public charter school for girls. She's always kept her focus on the growth of children and children education and well-being. So her visit to this Delhi public school will also help spread awareness in Indian society as well.
Shobit, right. What is the program like in the school now that she's already there spending time? We're seeing some very colorful visuals coming in from the school. What is she expected to do during this visit? As we are also being told that she is likely to undertake a tour of the school.
She will be undertaking a tour of the school. She is interacting with students and teachers and asking them about the program as well. She arrived here some time back. She's expected to spend close to 1 hour over here at the school. Like you asked earlier, there's adequate security arrangements all around the school as well. And we will be interacting with the students and the teachers and the principal of the school, and hoping to learn from them the kind of questions and the thought process that Melania Trump had while she was at the school, and what advice, if she had any, that she gives to the students or even the teachers.
All right, Shobit, thanks very much indeed for joining us for the latest there on Melania Trump's trip to a government school there in the national capital city.